is up, y'all? It's your girl Nevaeh. I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you can tell by the title, I am basically piggybacking off of my last video where I opened up and basically told you guys about my situation with my children's father. You might see me looking down. I brought my tablet because I wrote like notes and stuff on my tablet that I wanted to basically touch bases on. And I've also just listed a lot of things that's been so helpful to my healing journey. And I don't know, this probably could help somebody else because that's the whole purpose of this channel. That's what I just want to talk about right now before I hop into the steps that I've been taking on, you know, becoming a better me. My purpose of creating that video is because, one, I am a content creator, but I'm not just any content creator. I just felt like, one, there's a calling on my life. And I'm looking to help other women, encourage other women. And I feel like most of the videos that, you know, I post concerning these type of things, I feel like, you know, it's also helpful to me, you know, like I feel like it's my testimony in the making. Like I've literally posted videos and, you know, when time has passed, like seeing answer prayers, seeing that God had worked on my behalf when it came to those, you know, videos, like things literally changed and switched around for me. So like another reason for me to post that video that I posted, it was like a testimony video for me, because at the end of the day, I already know that God gonna move on my behalf. And, you know, I'm gonna be married one day. Like, I'm gonna find somebody that's gonna love me correctly, and love me how I want to be loved. And I just want to be that example, you know, for another young lady that, you know, could possibly go through the same thing. Because, you know, like, this generation's like, and, you know, we still got women that ain't had no kids yet. So, you know, you just never know how my story could, you know, get into the hands of a person that's going to need it. So, and I also feel like a lot of people don't really touch bases on that. Like, I never really, as much as I've been on YouTube, I probably seen like 2 or 3 videos about, you know, the baby mama, baby daddy co-parenting thing. Like, I never really hear people talk about it. I know it's a lot. I know people talk about it a lot on TikTok, but I never really like was able to find videos on YouTube that's really touching this matter and actually getting open and transparent and honest about it. So I felt like, hey, I need to do it then, because I'm trying to save some lives. I'm trying to help some females out. I'm a lover girl. I'm a girl's girl. So yeah, that was my reason of posting that video. I was not trying to get sympathy or have anybody feeling sorry for me or, you know, feeling sad for me and feeling sad for me. I don't need none of that. That wasn't the purpose of the video. And I've read a lot of y'all comments, so I do want to touch bases on the comments as well that stuck out to me. Now, I just want y'all to know, like, to all the positive people that was praying for me, that was uplifting me and things like that, I appreciate y'all so much, because y'all don't know how much y'all have participated in my healing journey. Like, it's just, I love going back, just reading those comments. Those comments were just very uplifting, and I needed that, especially in this time, because it's like, I be feeling like I'm dealing with this all alone and it's just me. So to see that I'm not the only person and it's other people that's able to relate and able to, you know, give me those gems that I need to help me along my journey. It's just, it's helpful. Very, very helpful. And I'm thankful for it. So I thank you guys who have comment. I noticed that some people in a comment was like, oh, that's what happens when you don't put God first and da-da-da-da. It's one particular comment that said that. And I'm like, what? That's what she get? What? That's what I get? I feel like no woman deserves that. One, it's not like I purposely went out and, you know, decided to just give my heart out. Like, apparently God gave us the scripture, you know, guard your heart for a reason. Like, he knew that we're in a very, you know, tempted a temptational world. Like, we're bound to get tempted with sin. So it's like, if you are a brother or sister in Christ, the last thing you need to be saying is, oh, that's what you get. She should have did da 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 da. First of all, no, that's not how we treat our brothers and sisters, and that's not how God would want you to talk to your brother or sister in Christ. Like, don't do that. But I mean, at the end of the day, there's still some truth to it. You know, she did quote, he, she, whoever they is, they did quote some type of scripture, you know, about guarding your heart. So it's just, yeah, thank you for the reminder. But all that, oh, that's what you get. Nobody deserves that. No woman deserves that, you know. I know that we all fall short. And I just had my moment where I fell short. Again, I ain't had no daddy or nobody to teach me these things as a child. If I knew about, you know, waiting to get married before having kids and all of that, I would have done that. But to be honest, I was so young, living with the world, like, I didn't really know what was going on. Yeah, I got saved at 9. But when people would say things like, oh, you need to wait till you're married before you have kids, and I wasn't paying that no attention. I didn't really understand. But it's like, now as an adult, now that I have kids, now I get it. Now I understand. And honestly, if I can go back and do things the correct way, you know, get married first and then have kids and things like that, then I would have done that. But at the end of the day, I did not know. Like, I didn't really have my mom to teach me like that. I didn't really have my dad to teach me like that. I didn't have people in my family to, like, tell me about that as a child or, you know, a growing up teen. Nobody mentioned that to me. So it was like, I don't know. I just knew that, you know, as a teenager, I knew I wanted to be loved. I've always had boy problems, bad relationships with men. I just knew that, you know, I wanted a child. I used to tell myself this all the time. It's crazy because this is just now resurfacing as I talk to you guys. When I was like a teenager, I would say all the time, oh, I want a son. I will always say, I want a son. I want a son. I'm going to name him Zaire. And, you know, I just want somebody to love me because at the time, I didn't feel love. Like, none of these boys loved me for real. Like, they did me wrong. They broke my heart. They cheated on me. Like, they just kept hurting me. And it's like, dang, I wish I had a son, you know, that could love me correctly. And I had my first kid at a young age. I was like 16 when I got pregnant and 17 when I had him. So I was very, very young. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He did what he was supposed to do. When I had my son around 16 or 17, I honestly can say that God gave me that love that I was looking for through my son. Like, I had a reason to live because I was suffering with the worst depression. I had a very hard childhood. Like, when I went into foster care, everything was just down from there. Like, I was suffering with the worst depression and stuff, and I was at a point in my life that it was a possibility I would have did something crazy and not cared. As in, it's a possibility I wouldn't be here today. Like, I'm gonna just be 100 with you. And I feel like my baby saved my life. And then, you know, as an adult, maybe 23, 24, I don't remember. Depression just be taking my memory. But then I end up having my daughter. Now, I was not planning her. But again, you know, I was drinking and wilding out with the world. And God was like, yeah, here's another kid. Sit down. Like, now you have another daughter that's looking up to you, that's gonna love you and give you that love that you need. Sit down somewhere. So I got my kids. I mean, again, if I could take it back, I would, but I don't regret my babies at all. I do wish I could have waited. I wish I would have had the same knowledge I have today. I wish I would have had that back then, because, like, now I know. But I would never known if I hadn't gone through this. Like, God has a purpose and reason for everything, because if that was the case, why did he give me the children? It's a lot of people that can't have kids, like, and God chose me to give birth to these 2 beautiful children. Like, he has a reason for everything. Like, he knew it would come to this time, and he knew what it was to be able to grasp my attention. Like, hey, refocus, redirect. Now that I got that out the way, I just want to take the time to just go over some of the steps that I've been taking to heal. And the first thing that I honestly have been doing is sitting with my pain and feeling every single bit of it. I cry when I need to. I scream when I need to. I yell when I need to. Whenever I feel that emotion building up in me, I sit with it and I, let it go, because like I've been storing up so much pain and trauma as a child and never released it. So it's like that is still stored inside of my body. And I don't want to make matters worse. So on top of that, I've been a child that's been abandoned, that's been rejected, and I had no choice but to sit with that pain. But this time around, I'm taking things a little different. So it's like I'm sitting with my pain, I'm accepting everything. It is what it is. There's no other way to put it. Like, this is life. This is it. Like, I have no choice but to take it all in and smell the fresh air. And I've also started to understand that I cannot force nobody to love me, no matter how much I want to love on them and force my love on them, or want them to force their love on me. I can't do that. God gave us free will. So like, that would be like a form of witchcraft, to be sitting here trying to force this man to stay in my life, force him to love me. Like, it's also just too much energy, too much taken out of me, too much trauma that's, constantly being stored into me the longer I try to sit and plead and beg with this man to stay. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm normally not the type to beg anybody to stay or any of that. Like, you want to go, bye. Like, but something around that time was just hitting different for me. Like, y'all don't understand how overwhelmed I was. And I just wanted somebody. I just wanted somebody to just be there. And that somebody at the time was my baby daddy. Like, that's all I knew. Like, I've been with this man since 15 years old, 16. He was all I knew. So like, I felt like, I know our relationship. I know he gonna come back. I know he not gonna leave me hanging. Like, I just assume, like, I just know this. I know that. I know this. And that was not the case. He's a whole different person now. Like, he's not the same like how he used to be. And again, I'm just accepting the fact that it's growth. Like, we grow out of people. He decided, he wanted to do what he wanted to do. And, I had to accept that, no matter how much it hurts. Another thing I have been learning to do is love myself. Because I've always been the girl that's always been into multiple relationships back to back. Like, I've been dating my entire teenage years. Just dating. And now I'm at a place where I'm embracing my singleness. I am enjoying being single. I'm taking this time to put that effort into me. Like, the things I would want a man to do for me, I've been doing for myself. I've been buying myself flowers. I've been buying myself gifts. I've been buying myself all the things that would make me happy. I'll be writing myself cute little notes, texting myself, I love you, you are beautiful, you are worthy. I'll be saying affirmations and all of that. Because I've never had nobody to say these things to me. So I'm saying it to myself. And I feel like that's a start to loving myself, reassuring myself, spending quality time with myself, going out on solo dates, eating my favorite foods by myself whenever my kids and stuff is in school. Like, I just been enjoying every moment by myself, getting out into nature. Like, I love going to the park, sitting at the water, listening to the water, seeing all the beautiful creation that God has created, like the butterflies, the different types of birds. And then me and God got a password, a blue bird or whatever. And I forgot what type of birds those are, but they be at the park a lot. So God always send these blue birds, and it makes me cry sometimes. I be smiling. Like, it's just amazing to know that, God is listening. Like, he'll bring them birds close to, I'm talking like extremely close, and I'll see lots of them just flying around just everywhere. Like, it's just, and the blue is my favorite color too, so it's like God know how to get my attention. So yeah, I just been trying to get out into nature, and just doing things, get some sunlight, getting a breath of fresh air, drinking my favorite coffee, French vanilla iced tea with almond milk, whipped cream, and caramel. Like, I just been doing everything that makes me happy and treating myself how I would want to be treated if I was with a man. Like, big part is sitting under God. Now, I'm not trying to be all religious and holy or none of that, because I'm not. I be cussing up a storm. I be acting a fool. I ain't even gonna play with y'all. But at the end of the day, I still have a relationship with God. I still know what to do when times get hard. And I think that's what God loves the most about me. I know how to, when things happen to me, I know how to, hey, God, like, what's going on? Like, he knows how to grasp my attention. He knows what to put me through to get me to draw back to him. So, again, I just been praying. I've been in my Bible. I've been watching sermons. I've been doing whatever I can to sit under God. And I honestly can say he has been healing my heart. He's been removing things slowly but surely. Things are starting to shift and move. And I don't feel as bad as I felt in the beginning. Like, in the last video, of course, they resurfaced some feelings. And, you know, I'm healing still. So I'm not about to sit up here and act like I'm just 100%. I'm not. Like, God is still working on me. He's still healing me. But I can also feel it, because I'm not having anxiety attacks no more. Praise God. I'm not having anxiety attacks no more. I'm not getting that weird tenchy feeling. Like, I normally feel the little, I can't explain it. Like, I can't really explain. I just be feeling like so scared and stiffed up, like chest pains, can barely breathe, dizzy, like all that stuff that comes with anxiety. I have not been feeling that for real. Like, I have my moments where, you know, I tense up a little bit, like, but you know, the mom might be like, you know, anxiety, you are a liar. That's when it leaves and I feel better. I'm able to refocus back on reality. Like, and I never thought that I would get to this point to be able to finally get out of these panic attacks, because I thought that I was about to have panic attacks forever. Like, I thought I was about to be scared forever. I thought that I wasn't about to go back to myself no more. So just sitting under God, he did it. Like, he's working, period. That's all I can do. And that's the major part. That's the major reason on why I am going to get to where I want to be when it comes to healing. Like, I'm thankful. Like I said, at the end of the day, God knows what to put me through to grasp my attention. So this heartbreak is what I needed to get me back on fire, because it's time to go back to the basics. Like, I went from getting on fire to God, getting on fire for God, to falling off. Like, nobody talks about that stuff. Like, 1 minute being on fire and 1 minute feeling like the world is just placed on your shoulder and you just revert back to like your old ways and stuff. Like, nobody talks about that. So God knew what to do to bring me back to him, to get into his hands again. Well, I've always been in his hands, but God knew what to do to grasp my attention again. And, you know, he mean it when he said, you know, he will leave the 99 sheep for that one sheep. And he is in close to the brokenhearted indeed. His words can't express how alone I felt. Like, nobody understood how I was feeling. It's like I'm tired of talking about it. I felt like I wasn't getting nowhere. But just sitting in one spot and just crying out to God daily, every single day, every single second. Whenever it crossed my mind, just crying out and just feeling his presence consume me. It just ain't no better feeling than that. Like, my healing is in him. So I'm doing what I got to do to get my healing, period. Because at the end of the day, I'm somebody's wife, okay? And I'm ready to wrap this up, throw that out, so I can welcome in what I'm supposed to welcome in, what God wants for me. Like, I did start out with therapy. I had a therapist and everything, but I got to get that back together. I don't know what happened with my insurance, unfortunately, because they covered my counseling with my therapist. But around the time at first when that situation happened, I was talking to a therapist, and you know, she knew God, so she knew exactly what to say when it came to that. And I felt like that played a part in my healing for sure. But if you're dealing with the same thing, trying to get through a heartbreak, I definitely recommend finding you a counselor to talk to, a therapist. And if you a believer and you love God, then I would recommend finding somebody that loves God, that has a relationship with God, to help you through that as well. Because at the end of the day, you know that God will work through this person and place into that person the right words that you need to hear to uplift you, encourage you, and give you your healing. I'm trying to think what else I've been doing. I've been watching nothing but positive things, listening to positive things, like music wise, and watching positive motivational videos every day. Like a lot of self-healing, self-loving stuff, like things to help me enjoy being a single woman and enjoying my time by myself. Like, I've always been the type of person to enjoy my time by myself and spend time with myself. Because, like, again, I was abandoned. I had to sit with my emotions and stuff. Like, I didn't have nobody to go to and talk to for real, without, I don't know, I just felt like nobody really understood me. So I just kept things to myself. Or, like, people would bash me for feeling a certain way when I would express my feelings. They would bash me for that. So I dealt with myself. So just watching videos that teaches me about self-care, self-love, ways to love myself, and watching sermons on YouTube. I watched this one sermon I'm gonna tell y'all about, and it's called The Gift of Rejection. And I felt like that sermon freed me to the T. Like, I still have my moments where I think, again, like, I'm still healing. But that opened my perspective on, or shifted my mindset on rejection actually being, a gift. That's the name of her sermon. I think her name is Nona Jones. Let me see what her name is. Yeah, her name is Nona Jones. And of course, God brought me this video because I've been fasting or whatever. So he definitely brought that video at the time when I needed it. And it said everything I needed to hear to free me. She basically was talking about, like, how we got people attached to us and people that are assigned to us. And oftentimes we forsaken the people that are assigned to us to go after the ones that are attached to us, and we try and go back to our old ways, try to revert to our old ways or whatever, to get them to remain attached to us. And we, forsaken the people that are assigned to us. So basically giving assigned energy to an attached person. Then she goes on to say, what God has for us is for us. It don't matter who left. The people that left are basically the audience for God's blessing of you. And I feel like that started to free me up. There is nothing, like this right here. There is nothing. There go a bluebird, y'all. Oh my God. It's a bluebird. Hold on, y'all. I think I'm trying to see. Do y'all see that bluebird? What I tell y'all? That's nothing but God right there. Do y'all see that bluebird? I have never seen a bluebird since I moved here. I don't know where it flew to. Y'all cannot tell me God is not real. I just told y'all, bluebirds is me and God's password. I remember sitting here crying multiple times, asking God to send a bluebird to this specific location where I'm at. And I did not see no bluebird. And today, a bluebird is right there. Come on now. And I'm fast. Come on. Come on now. Like, tell me. Y'all can't tell me God is not real. Like, stop playing. But no, I don't know where I left off at. I got distracted by that bluebird, y'all. I'm so sorry. Let me go back. Let me go. So basically she goes on to say, you know, nothing is trapped inside of a person that chose to walk away. Like, God didn't put anything trapped inside of a person that decided to walk away. And that made me change my whole perspective and open my mind up completely. That one line, like, that just showed me everything I needed to know. Like, clearly it wasn't nothing inside of you that I needed, that God had. You know what I'm saying? What God got for me is for me. Like, I ain't gonna miss it. I ain't even gotta do nothing. I ain't even gotta miss it. And it wasn't in you. Apparently that's not why you're here anymore. Like, you served your purpose in my life. You did what you had to do, and now it's time to get gone. So it's like, I have no choice but to let you go. So she basically was like, you know, when a person decided to walk away, that just mean that it just wasn't it. Stop trying to convince them to stay. Like, let them go. Rejection reveals people's roles in your destiny. Tell me that's not power. Like, y'all gotta go watch that. I'm gonna post like a little something right here where y'all can see what it look like, so y'all can go find it. But that freed me right there. I needed that to the T. So yeah, I was watching that, and I just changed my TikTok because they got a way where like you could just type in the things that you want to see on TikTok. First, it was like a lot of heartbreak stuff, sad, crying, they left me, boo-hoo, and it was not helping me. I had to switch some things because I came to the decision where I'm on a 6-month challenge. Like, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to boss up, which is another thing that I got on my list or whatever. But yeah, so I changed the stuff on that I was watching on TikTok to, you know, self-care things, enjoy being single stuff. What else? Positive motivational stuff. I don't know, just a lot of good stuff. Working out, healthy foods, intermittent fasting, like just things to redirect my mind. Like, cause it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like, if you constantly got all this heartbreak and all this crazy music and this, that, and the third, like in your face all the time, you bound to be depressed. You bound to be crazy off somewhere. So it's like, I want to put positive stuff into me and see positive things so that I could be positive and get the positivity that's needed in my life, if that makes sense. So yeah, I switched up the things I was listening to and the things that I was watching, and it's been doing good. Like, it's somewhere in the Bible where God talks about, you know, watching your eye gates, your ear gates, or something like that. I don't really remember. I gotta go back and look. I don't got my Bible on me. My Bible in the house. But yeah, and he ain't never lied. Like, me, especially as a dreamer, I gotta be careful with what I listen to and what I see. And that's my problem. I be knowing this. I know that I need to be careful with certain things that I do listen to or see. Yeah, I continue to do it anyway and be hard-headed. And then I'm right back to crawling on my face to God, like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, like, I'm just crazy like that. But I need to get it together. I'm a work in progress. Thank you, God, for not giving up on me. But yeah, like, I'm just trying to learn to, you know, fill myself with positivity so I can get the positive poured back into me. When you give out positivity, you bring in positivity. I'm trying to change myself because, you know what I'm saying, I'm not trying to be this broken girl and attract broken people. I'm trying to attract my man of God, and the only way I could do that is to spend time in God's presence and to better myself as a woman who got kids, of course, that's watching me. So recently, since I like to journal, that's another thing I like to do. I like to journal, talk about my feelings, you know, how that made me feel. How do I feel now? Like, I just be asking myself a bunch of like questions to make me, you know, just pour all that stuff out and talk about it. Cause I don't want to keep talking to people about the same thing. And I know God gets tired of me talking about it too. Like, girl, all right now, let's write this out. You still living in the past. Like, I'm trying to bring you your blessings. I'm gonna need for you to walk forward. Let's go forward. So, yeah, I made a list of all the bad things that my children's father did to me that I did not like, that hurt my feelings, that broke me. And baby, listen, because we get blinded by all the good memories and all the good times and this, that, and the third, and the laughters and the geeky and the ha-ha and the times we did this, the time we did that. Like, we get so caught up in that and be wanting the memories back, and baby, they gone, they not coming back. We had a good time, we did indeed, but it's like, Let's focus on the bad, because I'm not trying to be stuck on you no more. Like, that shit isn't, it's a wrap. It's that. So, I basically just made like a list of bad things he've ever done to me. Like, things I know for sure I ain't trying to be treated in my next relationship. So all the bad things he did to me, whenever I feel like I'm going back to those good memories with us, or, you know, when I start to miss him, baby, all I got to do is pull out that journal, look up all the bad shit. Yeah, no, I'm trying to tell you that it worked. It worked. If you're trying to get over a heartbreak or any of that, it worked. Write down all the bad shit. And to the girls that got crushes, like, if you got a crush on a man or something, he doing a bunch of bad shit, write that shit down. I'm trying to tell you, you ain't gonna like him no more. That shit gonna go out the window with the one business day. Like, I'm trying to tell you. It's the gym. It's the gym. But yeah, writing down the bad things. And then I wrote down on a separate sheet of paper a list of good things. Like, when I get into my next relationship, how I want my next man to be, how I want him to treat me, how I want him to love me. I want him to be God-fearing. And I literally asked myself, like, can this man that just left me do any of these things that I want in a man? Nope. If the answer is no, then you ain't got no choice but to move on. Like, you ain't got no choice but to let that go. Like, because you're not gonna get treated like how you want to be treated. So yeah, I've been exercising like 3 days out the week. I can't get to the gym right now, unfortunately, but I am gonna go back to the gym. I want to go back to the YMCA, and I choose to go to the YMCA because they got like this daycare thing, so they'll be able to keep the kids, so I can have like at least 30 minutes or 20 minutes to myself to work out. But until then, I just been going on Hip Hop Tabata with Korea Lachey. I forgot her name, Korea Lachey. And I just been doing like a 25-minute workout Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So when y'all see this video, it's probably gonna be Wednesday. It depends, because my Wi-Fi be acting crazy. But yeah, I've been working out, and I also been doing this thing called somatic exercises. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it basically helps you release trauma. I tried meditation and yoga. First of all, I learned that yoga was witchcraft or whatever, and I ain't trying to play with that. I ain't trying to play with that. And then meditation, I don't know how to sit my butt still. I ain't even gonna play with you. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know how to sit still. So my ADHD be bouncing off the walls. So yeah, I've been doing the somatic exercises, just doing things to, you know, help me release the trauma and regulate my nervous system, like dunking my face in ice water, doing the tappings. I think it's called EFT tapping. And, you know, just tapping 10 seconds on each, you know, point to help regulate my nervous system. And I've been on TikTok and YouTube just finding those exercises to help me, you know, release that trauma and regulate my nervous system. And so far, it has been helping me. I've been doing it every day. The one thing I found to be very helpful is the breathing exercises, where like you hold your breath in for a count of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you let it out, and then you just keep doing it, holding your breath, and it brings me back in tune with my body, and it's been very helpful. So to the people that's struggling with, you know, panic attacks, mental issues, very helpful. You guys should try that. Let me know how y'all like it. I hope this video is good, because I feel like I've been all over the place and just rambling about some of everything. Yeah, and like I said before, you know, rejection is God protection. I broke that down on how it was only a blessing in disguise. Now I understand, and now I learned, you know, the reason on why this has happened to me. And I am very thankful. Now I can say I am thankful. Because at first it's like, God, why are you doing this to me? Like, please, please. But now it's like, yeah, now I see why you did that, God. Like, all right. We on a road to a better me. I would never got myself together if I hadn't gone through this heartbreak. I wouldn't have want better. Like, I literally woke up and said, yeah, hey, something gotta change. I want different. I have goals. So I just been trying to, you know, find good side hustles for me so I can make more money. Like, I'm trying to smash my goals. I'm trying to finish my EP, put out my EP, make my music. After I do drop my EP, it's a worldly album. Yeah. But once I get that up out the way, I'm going to aim for being an R&B Christian artist. I'm going to keep my same vibe because, you know, it's giving Aaliyah. If you listen to my music, you'll know it's giving Aaliyah or, you know, something. R&B princess, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep the same flow and just talk about God with it because I just want everything I do to benefit God. If God ain't in it, it ain't going to work out for real. Like, yeah, it could work out, but it's just, I can't even imagine doing something without him. Like, so I'm a sing about him and give him glory in my music. I just want God to get the glory with anything I put my hands on. So if I'm singing, which is my gift, is my desire, that's what I feel like I was called to do. I might as well give God the glory in it. You know what I'm saying? I see myself, like, I feel like God has given me a vision to work with so many gospel artists, even the worldly artists too. Like, I see myself maybe working with Nicki Minaj, like getting her to get on one of my songs, or getting Chris Brown to get on one of my songs. Like, I'm trying to save some souls. That's the whole purpose. And even with my YouTube channel, like, again, I'm still a work in progress. I say bad words. I'm working on it. And that's another thing that's on my 6-month challenge, you know, to use less profanity. Like, I'm trying every single day to do daily things to help me change my characteristics so that I can be the girl that I want to be. So, yeah, profanity is one of them. But, yeah, anyways, like I was saying, I'm getting distracted. I want to sing for God, and I want to put more content out there that's going to be me. But, you know, God is still involved. Like, when you see me, you see God. When you see God, you see me. You just know. You just know, like, it's in me. Like, it's the God in me. What they don't know is when you go home and get behind closed doors, when she hit the floor, and what they can't see is you on your knee. No, for real. So, yeah. I forgot what I was talking about. So, y'all see how I be getting distracted? I know this video is all over the place. I just know it is. Last thing on my list is bossing up. Like, yeah, I'm doing a 6-month challenge. I'm trying to get my weight together. I'm trying to look snatched because I ain't trying to be the same way when he see me again. Even though I don't want to see that man ever again, but, you know, we got to get it. Like, But, you know, when he see me again, I ain't trying to be where you left me. I ain't trying to be butthurt, fat, out of shape, ugly, depressed, sad, miserable. No, baby. When you see me again, I'm trying to be on my shit. So that means, you know what I'm saying, keeping my hair done. That's my, you know, version of me that I want to be. She keeps her hair done all the time. She keeps her nails done. She keeps her toes done. She keeps her lashes done. She stay cute. She up into fashion because I love fashion so much. I love to dress, but I ain't got the money to be dressing like how I want to dress. But baby, when I get the money, baby, listen. But it's coming. That's another thing that, you know, I want to do in the next 6 months. Like, give me a side hustle job. Like, start making them coins. Start my own business. Do something. I want to start my press-on nail business back up. Like, I want to do something to get the money rolling in so I can dress the part. But right now, I'm building the characteristics. I'm building what myself, the person that I want to be, would do every single day. So it's like, I'm trying to be who I need to be so that I can attract the right person. But as of now, I'm showing myself some love because I need it. I've been lacking on myself for so long. I've been loving others more than I've loved myself. I've been pleasing others more than I try to please myself. I just been pouring to everybody instead of pouring into myself. And I got to the point where, like, girl, again, and I said this before, how are you going to help everybody else or pour into your kids if you're not pouring into yourself? You got to take care of you first. So that's just what I've been trying to do. Take care of myself first and doing things that is going to make me elevate because I'm not going to be here. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm manifesting it right now. Next year, around this time, it's September 26th, 2023. Baby, listen, I'm not going to be here next year. I'm going to be where I said I wanted to be because I'm working every single day to be the person I want to be. I just feel like I'm called for greater. I'm called for higher. I'm tired of dealing with the same stuff. Like, it's like a cycle, just going and repeat. I need something new. I want something new. And I feel like that can only be God putting that down in me to want something new. to want something different, to get tired of the same cycles. He knew that getting my heart broke will push me to this limit to want better for myself, to want better for my kids. And what's so crazy is I was on TikTok, and I don't know if y'all know her, but her name is Christian Bay. And she's on TikTok or whatever, and she just made this post talking about season 2, and I guess it was another girl that actually spoke on it, Macy Myers or something like that. And she basically was saying, you know, she lives her life as reality TV. And I don't know, she probably like on season 5 or season 6 or something like that. And she just got all this money. Girl, I know she got money. Girl just dressed cute. She stayed going out with her friends. Like, that girl. But no, yeah, they was talking about, you know, season 2. So I just been treating myself like that. Like, I made a Pinterest board and just put a bunch of stuff on there, like what I want to accomplish, what I want my everyday self to look like, what I want my everyday self to do. And I've been doing it. So far, I've accomplished a lot of things. I put on there, I wanted a tablet. I got a tablet. Like, things is really coming to pass on that board. So, yeah, I've just been trying to be a better me. And I feel like this video has been long enough. So, and I gotta get back in the house. My kids in the house. I had to keep them home from school today because my son is coughing like crazy, like, and it's scary. So I want to keep him home, monitor him, and then do my kids' hair, because I've been so lazy still. It's like I don't want to say lazy, because I've been doing above and beyond. Like, every day I've been doing things to get me up. Like, I just been praying, like, God, take this laziness and procrastination away from me. Like, I want to get up. Like, that's the problem. That's why I didn't get nowhere in the past, because I would be lazy and want to lay around, scroll on TikTok all day. No, let's get up. Let's get on social media last. Let's get the house clean, like re-straighten up the house. Like, so every day I'm up trying to wash dishes, vacuum my couch off, because I have pet hair that gets on it every single day because my animals don't know how to stay off my couch. Like, I'm just cleaning up the house every single day. I'm trying to get out the house to get fresh air, get some sun, watering my plants, listening to music, worship. I just been doing some of everything to keep me up, running, and busy. And, you know what I'm saying, I want to put more effort and time, you know, into my kids, because I ain't gonna lie, I have my moments where I just want to lay down. I ain't trying to do nothing. Normally, we out doing something. But lately, with the heartbreak, it's like, yeah, I don't want to do nothing. I just want to stay in bed. And these kids ain't on that. They trying to go outside. They trying to have a good time. And I'm trying to keep up with them. And I'm also trying to enjoy them. Like, I'm a single mama. I'm trying to enjoy them. They only going to be babies for so long. So I just want to take advantage, love on them, because they all I got right now. Like, can we just be honest? God and my kids and my mom, of course, they all I got for real, for real. So it's like, I don't have no choice but to be the best mom I can be and love on my kids until God be like, okay, girl, here's your husband, here's your godly spouse, here you go. But in the process, you know, I've been celibate for a minute. I'm so proud of me. It's been, what, I want to say maybe 6 months since I've been celibate. I'm fasting from men too. Like, I'm gonna do a vlog on, like, me dating myself, taking myself out. And I want to get a purity ring. So I'm gonna get a purity ring and put that bad boy right there. And I'm gonna keep it there until, you know, I'm marrying God. I'm gonna keep it there until God send me my husband. I'm just tired of doing things my way and not doing things my way and not getting nowhere. Like, I'm chasing after the same kind of men. Haven't had time to sit, heal, and love on me for real, for real. Like, I've been healing, but not really healing, if it makes sense. I don't know how to put it. But yeah, I just plan to stay celibate, focus on God, get myself together for a while, lay low from the men. And so God be like, yep, this is your husband. It's time for you to get married, and y'all chase me together. Because that's what I want to do. Like, can we be honest? My baby daddy can't do that. He don't love God like that. Like, God knew, like, you called, baby, you chosen. You can't be chasing these raggities right now. They my kids and all. I love them and all, but you can't be chasing them. Like, I'm calling you to higher. I'm calling you to greater. And I got a man for you. When I tell y'all, he has told me so many times, I have a husband for you. Just focus on me. I have a husband for you. Just focus on me. You can't maintain a relationship with me. How can I send your husband? You get boy crazy. You get distracted. Like, I need you to focus on me for a while. So it's like, all right, God. But he has been confirming it still, you know, I got a husband for you. I do. I'm working on him and I'm working on you. I can't send you to him like this. And you still dwelling on the past. You still dwelling on your baby daddy. I can't send him like this. And like, he always find ways to send me rainbows. I'm trying to tell you, I love God. Like, he really be talking to me. That's really my best friend. He really be talking to me and showing me stuff. But every time I pray over marriages or, you know, my godly spouse or something, he'd send me a rainbow. Like, I'm talking about rainbows on the ground. Like, it's just random rainbows. They just be coming out the blue. Rainbows in the sky when it rain. Like, he be sending them. Like, he tried to, you know, keep me reassured because, you know, I'll be having my moments where, like, oh, I want to get married. God, I'm lonely. I just want somebody, like, please. You know, I'll be having my moments where I get lonely, so he always try to reassure me. But I still try my best not to make it an idol. I don't want God to feel like, you know, I just want marriage so bad. I just want to be married. I just want a man. I just want a man. No, I still want a relationship with God, and I don't want him to think that that's the main thing for me. Like, God's love is more than enough, more than anything I could ever ask for. Like, come on, like, Jesus, you died for me. Ain't none of these men gonna die for me. Ain't nobody gonna die for me on no cross. Like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? So that love is just above and beyond. It's like, you just really have to experience God. Like, if you know, you know. You have to experience God for yourself. Like, I'll be so sensitive to the Holy Spirit. I'll be so sensitive to God. Like, I just be feeling him out the blue and just be just crying. I just love him so much. I just love him so much. I don't want him to feel like I'm doing that. So it's like, when I do find myself doing it or feel like I talked about it so much, I be like, God, forgive me. But at the same time, he does say, you know, if it's on your heart, if it's on your mind, talk to me about it. Like, keep telling me. As much as you need to, keep telling me. But I just don't want him to, you know, again, feel like I'm trying to make it an idol. But at the end of the day, he knows my heart. Like, he knows this is the human in me to not want to be alone. He said no man should be alone. Like, he knows I'm in that place where I'm lonely, of course. I don't want to be alone forever. I do want a husband. I do want a man. And it's just, but during my fast, he also showed me Sierra. Sierra, she did an interview, if y'all haven't seen that, talking about loving herself first. And then, you know, God sent her husband. She was dealing with Future. Y'all know how crazy Future is. So, her dealing with that, trying to heal, loving herself again, focusing on her stuff and her baby. And then, you know, God sending her the right man. And I feel like God gonna do the same thing for me. I could see it so clearly. And that's what I basically, you know, hold on to, like, the fact that God is gonna do it. Like, I always just think about, like, dang, when God brings me my love story, when he writes my love story, it's really gonna be beautiful, because I'm deciding this time to do things the right way. And I know it's not gonna be easy, so it's gonna take praying every day. It's gonna take sitting under him every day, because it's so easy to slip and fall right back into the world. It really is. It's so easy. You just get tired. Like, all right, God, you take it too long. Like, come on now. Like, but I'm trying to, you know, pray for patience, learn to stay patient, you know, give me the strength to stay patient until I'm able to get the right person. I don't want to settle for something temporary. Like, I want something that's going to last, something that's going to be long. And, you know, God is in the midst of it. Like, I want my husband to be praying for me. I suffer with depression and anxiety, for heaven's sake. Like, I want my husband to be able to go to war and pray for me. Baby, my baby daddy can't do that. That man would sit there and watch me have a whole meltdown and not give two flying red asses. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to focus. He would not care, though. Like, he would not. So I want my husband to be like, yeah, I'm going to pray for mine. Like, I need me a provider, somebody that love God, somebody that's going to go to war on my behalf. When I can't go to war for myself, he going to go to war for me. Best believe I'm going to go to war for him. Like, I'm just trying to get it together. I'm just trying to get it together. I could just see the life I want so clearly, and it can only be God. And I'm thankful every time he give me stuff to hope for. Like, I just be hoping for it. He put that idea in my mind, because he got a plan for it, but he put that idea in my mind, and I just be like, yep, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. But until then, I'm loving on me and giving myself the love I deserve. Because, baby, if you ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. For now, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? God, he gonna do it too, for sure. For sure, for sure. But all right, y'all, I feel like I rambled enough. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope that, you know, this is helpful to any girls that's out there that's going through a heartbreak with your baby daddy or a man or whoever. I hope this is helpful. I hope that these steps can help you, because it's definitely helping me. I haven't cried not one tear in this video. But yeah, all right, y'all. Hit the bell notification to be notified whenever I post. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Everything I do is all about you. Maybe I'm